if there are 5 people in front of me who want to hold me back from that goal.
Very dangerous indeed. David, thanks. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Irving is out there with Harden. Then it's Jordan. And it's Durant. And it's Harris in at the 3 spot. And for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the center position. Now here is Holiday. Some veterans on these teams, Clark. What are you looking for and how that will impact the game?
Well, I think both of these teams have a really solid roster. And I love the blend of experience and youth. When you have NBA experience on the floor, there's just a level of play that you see at the defensive end that makes it enjoyable for me. So I think that's what we'll see tonight. Experienced pros getting after it.
Now here's Harden. Pass to Durant. And then Durant with the dunk.
That's platinum level dime dropping right there by Harden. Such a smart passer. Gets us to his teammates on time and on target.
Here's Holiday. Just 5 on the clock.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
First quarter, just over a minute played. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Dishes it to Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Brooklyn with the ball after the basket by Milwaukee. Here's KD. Rebound, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D. And we heard Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rightfully so. The Greek Freak, the most dominant paint scorer since Shaq himself.
Holiday, the pass to Antetokounmpo, and they double up Giannis. And stolen by Jordan. Goes up, and then Durant with the jam.
We know DeAndre Jordan is a shot blocker, but that time, he got out and got a steal on the defensive end.
And watching Antetokounmpo get to the rim can, GA, take your breath away.
Man, he can go around you, through you, or literally jump right over you. Call him the freak, Superman, what have you. None of it feels like an exaggeration. Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Outside Durant. And on the way from Irving for 3. And no good that time. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. That's good from Holiday on the assist by Middleton.
How about the court vision of Middleton? Just so good at finding the open man.
1:56 left to play in the first quarter. Irving finds Harden. First shot, first best. He's out of the blocks fast.
So fun watching Harden operate inside near the rim. I mean, his confidence level is high, and he does a really good job getting ideal position.
Now here is Holiday. Always going up for the alley-oop here. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop.
Unless you're the team getting punched on. That would be the difference.
Here is Durant after the basket by Milwaukee. Clock at 6. Off the mark from 16 feet out. Bucks leading by 4. There's the lob into the Antetokounmpo.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
The Nets have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Irving against DiVincenzo. Irving dishes to Jordan. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Jordan's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Irving doing a nice job there being creative and efficient with that beautiful assist.
Here's Holiday. And the layup's good off the glass. Holiday's got 6 points.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Now here's Durant. Chalk up 2 there. 6 points for him.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
And there's a whistle. That's going to go on James Harden. That's his first foul. 12 seconds left to play in the first. Teague, the pass to Norrell. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Bucks ahead, leading by 4. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. And earlier we spoke.
How can we be the best version of ourselves?
Well, Durant may not be the in-your-face type of player, Greg, but he gets the message across for sure.
He's not going to yell at you. He's going to show you how it's done and expect that you're as committed to winning as he is.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for Milwaukee.
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. Setting the floor for the Bucks. They've got Chris Middleton. Portis is out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's Connaughton in at the 2 spot. And the Bucks making a change here. Teague's checked in. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. Milwaukee with the ball. Here's Connaughton. He hangs. He lays it in.
Oh, nice double pump finish there. Strictly for the fans.
Nets trail by 4. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it. Kevin, that may be, but it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right, one of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report.
Just great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and then trigger the fast break.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
And Brooklyn making a change here. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Griffin. Kevin Durant comes in for Nicholas Claxton. Harris is checked in for Jeff Green. And it's Harden in for Bruce Brown. No doubt, Greg, you are known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul, I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. Now, here's Lopez. 3 on the clock. Here's Antetokounmpo, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Brooklyn trailing. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Luwawu, the pass to Harden. Luwawu-Cabarrot kicks to Harden. Harris trying to get free. Lopez with the block.
Great timing on Lopez's part there to swat down that attempt.
Tucker finds DiVincenzo. And here is Antetokounmpo, guarded by Harden. And so Milwaukee again turning it over. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile one block.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
There's the pass to Jordan. Here's Luwawu. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Harden and the jam by Harden.
Whenever Harden sprints inside, man, I love it. Has so many ways he can finish near the basket.
Antetokounmpo with the ball. To the middle. And stolen by Jordan. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. And there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That is his first foul of the game. On defense, the Bucks. Here's KD. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. KD's got the lead up to 2 now for the Nets. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Nets.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
A different look for Milwaukee. Pat Connaughton comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Drew Holiday in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. And a new group in for the Nets. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Kevin Durant. Brown, he's checked in for Harris. And it's Johnson in for James Harden. And the Nets with possession here. Following the bucket by the Bucks. Green with the ball. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Johnson, the pass to Griffin.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
1:09 left in the first half of the game. Johnson against Holiday. Green with the block. And here we go. Here's Luwawu. Feeds it to Brown. Lopez with the steal. Here's Connaughton. That's in, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Boy, Tucker ever unselfish in how he goes about his game. Nice job finding his teammate there.
Brown outside. Back to Green. Johnson surveying the floor. He feeds it to Green. 4 on the shot clock. 14 feet away. No good off the front iron.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Here's Connaughton. He's guarded by Johnson. Portis, the pass to Lopez. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Now Irving. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. Tie game.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the period.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. We've seen Kevin Durant really having a great game.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
So for Brooklyn now, Durant is out there with Joe Harris. Then there's Irving. Then it's Harden, and it's Jordan in at the center, filling out the middle. Harris's shot is off.
Tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
And G.A. Chris Middleton over his career much improved on the defensive end.
A true two-way player. And I tell you, that 6'11" wingspan helps. Able to use that length to bother shots and disrupt passes.
Middleton hits them both. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja, both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
And go figure is right. KD's shot is off.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort. Boy, fighting to keep that play alive. Beautiful tip in there.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Irving passes to Harden. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Middleton against Harris. Giannis inside. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Lopez has got the lead up to 6 now for the Bucks.
Because of that big body and 7-foot frame, Lopez a handful to keep off the glass.
Harden dishes to Irving. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. And there's a whistle that's going to go on James Harden. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
That foul gives him 4, so he's got to settle down a bit.
And the Bucks with some changes. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. Bryn Forbes comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Teague in for Drew Holiday. And the Nets also making a change. Green's checked in.
And Teague is just the player you want drawing fouls and getting to the line. A solid free throw shooter.
And the Nets making a change here. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Luwawu Cabarrot comes in for Kevin Durant. Brown, he's checked in for Joe Harris. And it's Johnson in for Irving. Now here's Griffin. He's got 6. Brown the pass to Griffin. Shot clock at 5. Shoots over Portis. Pulls up. Rebound Giannis Antetokounmpo.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And here's the break. Luwawu Cabarrot kicks to Brown. Inside, Johnson, the pass to Griffin. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo, and here they come. Up the floor, Teague finds Middleton. Bucks passing it around. Antetokounmpo inside. Tries again, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. And Brooklyn called for the foul.
Well, I tell you what, the long arms of Antetokounmpo are really incredibly lethal in the paint. Sometimes the defense really has no choice but to foul him and then hope he misses.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
And guys, I think it's exactly the right thing to do with the lead. Keep going at defenders and find a way to get yourself to the line.
Here's Brown. Lays it up off the glass. Brown's got his first points of the game.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Teague dishes to Forbes. Pass to Portis. Giannis inside. Working on Green. That one good for 2.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Griffin. Joe Harris comes in for Luwawu Cabarrot, and Irving subbed in for Tyler Johnson.
I got a question for you. How do you defend Irving in the pick and roll? He's so quick, and his ball handling is so good. Absolutely, virtually impossible.
Now, here's Teague. Pass to Connaughton. High post Lopez. They grab their own miss. And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets, trailing by 5. And the rebound goes to Lopez. The Bucks have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. T kicks to Connaughton. He dishes it to Lopez.
Really hard to get to the shot of Lopez, especially with his reach.
This is his first free throw of the game.
84%. That's what he was able to convert on a season ago from the line.
Yeah, those were fine numbers he posted at the line. It was hard to find fault with anything he did from the stripe.
Jordan, he's checked in for the Nets. Kevin Durant comes in for Brown. Irving passes to KD. Here's Claxton. Out to KD. Harris outside. No good. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Bucks lead by 7. And we'll get going after this from Milwaukee. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. They've got P.J. Tucker teed out there with Antetokounmpo, and it's Connaughton in at the shooting guard position. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
You know, it's become almost a foregone conclusion that Harden is going to lead the league in free throw attempts every year. He is a master at getting to the line.
Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for the Bucks. Now here's Harden. In the corner, it's Harris. Back to Harden. Pass to Claxton, and the call will be against Jeff Teague. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here is Harden. Shot clock at 6. Now the pass to Claxton. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Terrific ball movement. Harden with perfect timing on the pass. That's often overlooked when the pass gets there. He relishes his role as distributor.
Now here's Teague. And there's the call on Durant. That's his first foul. Drew Holiday is checked in for the Bucks. And we've played through about a minute here in the fourth. Clock at 4. And good that time.
Oh, a nifty finisher. You didn't think Holiday would back down inside, did you?
Holiday against Harden. Passes it to Harris. Back to Harden. Down low, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And the Bucks with some changes. Lopez, he's checked in for P.J. Tucker. Giannis comes in for Antetokounmpo. And Middleton subbed in for Pat Connaughton. Kyrie Irving, he's checked in for the Nets. Now, here's Antetokounmpo. High post Lopez. Rebounded by the Nets.
And they get the rebound, but guys, that's been the issue throughout the game.
Yep, and the results on the scoreboard are attributed to how they've been out-rebounded thus far.
The Nets making a switch here. Luwawu's checked in. Here's KD. Pass to Harden. Holiday with the defensive effort. Bucks leading by 5. DiVincenzo kicks to Giannis. Shoots it up. Uses the glass that time, and it's good.
When he's on the floor, Antetokounmpo makes good things happen inside. I mean, he's got so much size and skill. A lot for the defense to try to contend with.
Now, here's Irving. On deep. It's thrown by Antetokounmpo. Now the Bucks moving it up. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Irving passes to Harden. To the inside. Jordan. And foul. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And it's Jordan with the jam.
Well, I like how Jordan embraces his role on this team. I mean, it's all about rebounding and putbacks for him at the offensive end.
And here's Holiday. And he's going up for the alley-oop. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry.
Well, you need both to make it special. And they pulled it off just right.
The 9-foot shot. Jordan. Rebounded by the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's got 6 rebounds in the game. 1:03 left in the fourth quarter. And Holiday kicks to Giannis. Takes the 3. Doesn't go that time. The Nets go the other way with it. Harden the pass to Luau.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there. Dead on target.
And so Holiday will bring it up for the Bucks. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Middleton on the wing. Shoots the 3. But they'll get another chance. A shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. From deep three-point range, and it's Chris Middleton with the 3. Middleton's got the lead up to 10 now for Milwaukee. Now here's Harden. Up top, Durant. Back to Harden. 5 on the clock.
And what a day on the glass for a...
He got it!
Man, oh, man, oh, what a shot.
What range!
What a shot.
My goodness!
And so it's the Bucks taking care of business in this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they start...
And staying healthy, two important parts. Thanks, D.A. Now, the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Lopez in at the 5. And for the 76ers, Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Simmons is out there with Curry. And it's Green in at the 3 spot. And they pick up 2. Both teams tonight, Greg, love to push the ball up the floor, even off made shots.
You know, trying to find an opening before the half-court D can set up. I think you're going to see more and more of that every year.
I agree.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Holiday, the pass to Lopez. Back to Holiday. Pass to Lopez. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Lopez powering through that time.
And Simmons has got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. We play just over a minute here in the first. And Harris wide open. He shoots offline with his 3. And it's the Bucks ball. Lopez right side. The kick out to Holiday. Back to Lopez. Just 4 to shoot. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Well, an outstanding floor general right there. Holiday has switched between point guard and off guard, and a great feel for when guys are open.
Embiid finds Harris. Fires for 3. That one, no good. And Milwaukee will come the other way.
And as much as Holiday brings to your offense, it's his defense that's repeatedly recognized.
Well, when you make all NBA defensive teams and you're smart and strong and quick like Drew Holiday is, I think not only does the reputation start to build, but your confidence in disrupting somebody else by playing that way is something you rely on.
Harris outside. Back to Simmons. Over Holiday, puts the move on, and here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
Bucks leading by 5. Connaughton kicks to DiVincenzo. Connaughton passes to Antetokounmpo. Rejected by Harris.
Every so often, Tobias Harris showing you something defensively, and great timing to throw that one away.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Here's Curry. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And hitting the mid-range jumper here early gives the defense just another thing to think about.
Yeah, he's got to be a little bit more on their radar after knocking down something like that.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Philadelphia. Howard's checked in for Joel Embiid. Shake Milton comes in for Seth Curry. And it's Hill in for Danny Green.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Oh, and there's the alley-oop.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Well, if there were 4 or 5 boxes to check in terms of the game plan tonight, they might have checked 6. I mean, they're doing everything out there.
Passes to Harris. 56 seconds left to play here in the first. Another miss by Philadelphia. Antetokounmpo looking it over. Pass to Connaughton. Jacks up a three. It's hauled in by the 76ers. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And Howard puts these dunks away so easily, especially when he's that deep in the paint.
We've got 28 seconds left in the first quarter. And there's the pass to Antetokounmpo. And he makes good on the layup. Antetokounmpo's got 6.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Simmons passes to Howard. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
Well, you go in there weak like that, and a guy like Giannis with his length is going to throw it away. Every night there's something that Giannis does on the floor where you just have to put your hands on your head. Wow, what a move.
And as the first quarter wraps up, already a double-digit lead. And we spoke with Joel Embiid earlier. He hopes to set an example.
Being from Africa, at the end of the day.
Well said. Certainly, Greg Embiid puts himself front and center, willing to lead the cause on and off the floor.
And this is where his big personality helps. He has a larger-than-life quality that really just captivates people.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. Guys, we've seen the Bucks really take control here early.
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
Yeah, defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Then there's Bobby Portis. Then it's Holiday, and it's Forbes in at the shooting guard position. Hill kicks to Thibault. It's back to Hill. Good work there as it goes. Hill's got his first basket.
George Hill has been around, so he understands even with pressure, he's still capable of scoring.
Holiday surveying the floor. Here is Forbes. He's guarded by Hill. Holiday attacking. Here's Portis. Up again. And Holiday is right there.
Yeah, Drew very much willing to go in there, scrap out a rebound, and hit the boards.
Inside. That's in, and the Milwaukee lead is cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Hill.
Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
And here is Portis. No points in the game yet for him. Here is Forbes. He's guarded by Hill. Here's Middleton. That one a little long.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for Milwaukee. Pass to Forbes. The 10-footer finds the target. Forbes has got the lead up to 12 now for the Bucks. Greg, when you played for the Knicks, I always heard that Charles Oakley would cook for the players. Is that true?
Absolutely. Oak was very particular about his food. And I got to tell you, he knows his way around the kitchen. And to be honest, I would never tell him otherwise.
Well, what was his specialty?
Whatever he made, it was special. It wouldn't matter.
Catching up on the changes for Philadelphia. Joel Embiid. He's checked in for Howard. Tobias Harris comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And it's Jake Milton in for George Hill. Here's DiVincenzo. And it comes off the front of the rim. The 76ers trail by 12. Harris, no good.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
DiVincenzo can't hit it.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Teague feeling it out a bit. Passes it to Middleton. Three-pointer. But they get it back. Back to Teague. Here's Tucker. And again, the Bucks miss. And there's the foul. It will go on P.J. Tucker. That is his first foul of the game. Some changes for Philadelphia. Anthony Tolliver. He's checked in for Tobias Harris. Green comes in for Korkmaz. And Simmons subbed in for Maxey. Milton the pass to Embiid. Back to Milton. Outside, Simmons. He dishes it to Green. Shot clock at 5. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. Bucks leading by 10. Here's Connaughton. Antetokounmpo finds Lopez. Pass to Connaughton. Trying to get open is Lopez. And that one's good from Connaughton. And the Bucks lead by 12. 76ers have gone 3 of 7 shooting the ball here in the second quarter. And it's the power on that. Gruden.
Yeah, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane jumping skills, he sees it.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Simmons against Teague. Antetokounmpo kicks to Teague. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Antetokounmpo's got 3 assists now in this one. Now here's Milton. 20 feet out. Unable to get that one. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks. 13. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a play. It was a big-time first quarter for Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 8 points, 3 of... And that does it for our...
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Oh, man, pouring it on right now, and why wouldn't you?
Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Shake Milton is out there with Simmons. And it's Korkmaz in at the 3, the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. Here's Embiid. Back to Simmons. Another shot. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
Now Holiday. The shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around. Misses the 3.
And you go back, Giannis Antetokounmpo, the 15th pick in that 2013 draft. Hindsight, obviously 2020, but I think it's safe to say he should have been drafted a little bit higher.
Yeah, you have so many of those blogs out there that go back and want to redraft classes. Giannis Antetokounmpo back in 2013, I'm pretty sure at this point would be taken number 1.
Here's Antetokounmpo trying to get open as Lopez. And Antetokounmpo gets it to go. Giannis has got the lead up to 13 now for Milwaukee. Simmons against Holiday. Outside, Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
And this is how Simmons puts up points. He challenges you close at the rim more often than not, having the physical advantage.
Simmons against Holiday. He feeds it to Lopez. And the shot is good. Lopez has got 8 points.
Great job by Holiday keeping his head on a swivel, finding his man with a perfect pass there to finish off the pick and roll.
And it's Simmons penetrating. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces, but title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. And it's Harris with the ball for Philadelphia. They trail by 11. Here's Embiid, and a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Embiid's got 4 this quarter.
They're not wasting any time here, kicking their offense right back into gear. That's 3 of 4 from the field.
Teague with the ball. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, takes the alley-oop pass, and dunks it down.
That's the kind of work you want your point guard to do. Sensational ball movement by Jeff Teague there to set up his man.
Simmons looking around, and the whistle blows. It'll be on Pat Connaughton. That is his first foul of the game. And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Howard's checked in for Joel Embiid. Mike Scott comes in for Tobias Harris. Danny Green, he's checked in for Korkmaz. And George Hills subbed in for Ben Simmons. It's Curry outside. Shoots from the elbow. Misses off the right iron.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
Teague, the pass to Lopez. Here's Connaughton. A 3-ball. To the left side wing. Nwora. And it's off from 3-point range. The 76ers trail by 11. Here's Scott. The 76ers again can't hit it. Bucks have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Tucker the pass to Nwora. Takes a 3. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Nwora's got himself on the board with 3 there.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
The kick out to Hill. Launches a 3. And Lopez pulls it down.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Portis, he's checked in for the Bucks. And the pass to Nwora. 32 seconds left in the third. Lets the 3 fly. The shot comes out. Great D that time from Green. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Outside Teague. Here's Nwora. Dwight Howard pulls it in. Howard's got his 5th rebound in this one. It'll count. Misses the shot. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Bucks lead. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, a great job with the eyes. And what separates great playmakers, as we know, is peripheral vision.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Setting the floor for the Bucks, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. Then there's Bobby Portis. And it's Forbes in at the point guard. Thibault finds Green. Lobbed up there for Howard, and it's slammed in by Howard.
I think that's Dwight Howard's favorite play. He loves going up for the youth. Outstanding chemistry between him and his teammate there.
And here is DiVincenzo. From the arc, Portis trying to free himself. DiVincenzo gets the bucket. DiVincenzo's got his first 3 points of the game. Pass to Thibault. Curry against DiVincenzo. And he lobs it up toward the rim. And Howard with the stuff.
This is where Dwight Howard shows his mobility off the pick and roll and getting there with a purpose.
Here's DiVincenzo. There's the triple. Green with the rebound.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Lobbed up there for Howard. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Down low, and stolen by Thibault. And now Philadelphia on the break. Curry with a wide open look. And no good. And Milwaukee will come the other way. They've led by as many as 14 points. Middleton for three. Green with the rebound. The 76ers trail by 9. Here's Curry. Count it.
Danny Green is such a fantastic system player, and this is a pretty fantastic system, so it's working out well.
And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. Portis finds Giannis. And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Howard. Harris comes in for Green. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Seth Curry. And Simmons subbed in for Maxey. Milwaukee also making some changes. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. And it's Drew Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. Now here's Simmons. Passes it to Milton. Fires from deep. And the rebound goes to Lopez. Bucks leading by 9. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Outside Holiday. 6 to shoot. Lopez dishes to Holiday. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. .151 left in the game. Now Simmons. It's good.
And really, Simmons is nearly impossible to contain when he's sprinting to the hoop. An athletic behemoth who causes defenders fits.
Giannis with it. Feeds to Lopez. Bucket is good. Lopez has got 4 this quarter.
A great floor awareness as Antetokounmpo has a sense for when the D has overcommitted or shifted his way, and then he finds where his teammate is open on the floor.
And then Simmons slams it in.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Lopez against Embiid. Lets it go from 14. Lopez, no what? 76ers have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. Lopez with the steal. And here's Giannis from outside. Rebound by the 76ers. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth. Embiid from outside. Can't hit that one. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Now the Bucks moving it up. Middleton for 3. Lopez outside. And again, the Bucks miss. And it's the 76ers with the ball. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. And here's Giannis from outside. Simmons against Holiday. And it's Simmons penetrating. Count it!
And when the game is tight, Simmons rises to the occasion, effortlessly capitalizing when his team desperately needs him to.
And so the Bucks take the win. They see David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks. For The activity in front of the short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
They're missing a quality player. Injuries a big part of the game. They've just got to make the adjustments.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Harrison and Embiid together in the middle. Ben Simmons is out there with Shake Milton, and it's Green in at the 3. And for Brooklyn, Harris is out there with Griffin. Then it's Kyrie Irving, then it's Harden, and it's Jordan in at the 5 down low. And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. Here's Harris, and slam dunk by Harris.
It's easy to forget about the athleticism of Harris until he dunks on your head, and he's happy to remind you of it on that play like that.
Harden outside. Pass to Griffin. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too.
And everyone wants Simmons to add a consistent outside jump shot. But while that's a work in progress, he does just fine at the rim. An incredibly adept finisher up close.
The feed to Griffin. Trying to get open is Irving. And Griffin scores. The assist by Irving. Griffin's got his second basket.
Look at that. Griffin is such an incredible talent. He's made a living off finding ways to score through contact.
Milton the pass to Simmons. Back to Milton. Just 5 on the clock. Simmons dishes to Embiid. Griffin with the steal. Irving looking for an opening. Oh, Griffin in position. The shot, no good.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Oh, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
Here's Harden. And a missed layup.
I don't think the D does good enough here, but something causes the miss.
And see, Webb, as you said with Simmons, when he's going at the rim, he's as good as it gets.
Oh, yeah, Gio. Great blend of size, speed, and strength. He controls his body to create space.
Oh, look at him fly!
Get out the way! How can you not love Simmons? I mean, some of the dunks he pulls off are insane.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Irving. And it's good from the elbow.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
Harris against Harden. Harris kicks to Embiid. From the top of the key. He's off on that one. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Outside Irving. Jordan finds Irving. And the call will be against Harris. That's his first foul. A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Dwight Howard. He's checked in for Joel Embiid. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Green. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Shake Milton. And it's Hill in for Ben Simmons. Claxton, no good. And Nicholas Claxton gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. And Philadelphia making a change here. Korkmaz is checked in. 76ers have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Brown against Hill. Pass to Korkmaz. It's stolen by Green. In transition, here come the Nets. Here's Luwawu. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Curry looking it over. Howard trying to free himself out. Count that one. Here is Durant. There's 53 seconds left in the first. Green passes to KD. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down.
Look, that's what's crazy about this guy. Inside, deep from three. Still, he's deadly from mid-range. Durant is as good as anyone from that part of the court.
Curry gets the bucket.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Anthony Tolliver. He's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. Curry with it. He's got 5. Shoots it. Green with the rebound.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
And Luwawu gets it to go.
And Green is a critical role player for this team. His passing is really phenomenal.
It's back to Hill. To the paint. to the middle. Here's Howard. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
KD, that's for two. And no good on the last second attempt this time.
Howard, such an opposing presence, changing that shot.
And that concludes a high-scoring first quarter with both teams tied up. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And guys, what stands out to you from the Nets in this one?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Yeah, it's a gambling style that pays off, keeping things in disarray for that offense.
And so in the game for the 76ers, Hill is out there with Seth Curry. Then there's Howard. And there's Anthony Tolliver. And it's Thibault in at the small forward.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Oh, you know what it is. One play at a time. That's got to be the mindset, especially in such a tight game.
Irving for three. Drills the three-pointer. Irving's got 7 points.
Well, when you draw this much attention from the D, you know someone's bound to be left open. It's hard to find.
Tolliver kicks to Curry. Here is Tolliver, defended by Griffin. Tolliver with the bucket. Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
Outside Irving. The pass to Griffin. In the corner, Harden. Irving from long range. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. 10 points for him.
Oh, look, what a confident shooter Irving is. He looks so calm and collected whenever he rises and fires like this.
Outside Hill. Curry outside. Rebound Brooklyn.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay. And Blake Griffin, the combination of power and agility, that guy is a handful inside.
Yes, yeah, he can finish with either hand. He favors that right block, and he's got an array of moves down there to keep you guessing. It's a battle boxing Howard out. Too big, too strong.
Harden the pass to Jordan. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. And the 76ers with a completely new group now. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Passes to Irving. Launches it. A shot. No good. Now the 76ers take it the other way. Lobbed up there for Embiid. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
The reach of Embiid, just fantastic. Just throw it up there. I mean, he's committed to finishing the alley-oop.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Griffin dishes to Harden. Jordan trying to free himself up. Harden can't hit. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That'll be his second foul of the game. For Philadelphia, they've gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Simmons finds Milton. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
The physicality of Simmons on display, showing some fight and fearlessness with plays like this.
And here is Brown. Pass to Green. Back to Brown. Pass to Llewellyn. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Nets need to get a shot off here. The shot by KD. No good.
I love to see the defense exhibit some passion in protecting the rim right there.
It's good. Embiid's got the lead up to 6 now for the 76ers. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think's going to lead the pack there?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played, but don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have, with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. And Brooklyn making a change here. Harden's checked in. Philadelphia also making some changes. Matisse Thybulle's checked in for Green. And it's Seth Curry in for Shake Milton. And here comes Harden, leading the fast break. High post, KD. Curry meets him. Harden the pass to Claxton. Got a hand on it. Harris inside, guarded by Green. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Brown, and he gets the bucket.
Mr. Everything. Grant can score it, pass it, do what you want to do. He can defend at a high level. So fun watching him play.
Here's Thibault. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Feeds to Embiid. Over Claxton. And too long on the shot.
They know they can't give him.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. The period wrapped up with the teams on. And that should do it. With the second half about to begin,
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? You keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
We've got DeAndre Jordan. Griffin is out there with Harris. And it's Kyrie Irving. And it's Harden in at the point. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Harris against Harden. Low block shot on the way. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
I mean, it's difficult not to fall for Harris's pump fake. I mean, he's so clever at getting defenders off the ground and just simply going up and into the contact.
And he makes the first. And Harris drops them both.
Oh, not many players with the more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
Now here's Irving. He's tightly guarded. Down low. Here's Jordan. Shooting foul. As folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And now the fast break. Irving with the ball for the lead. They get it back. Jordan kicks to Harris. And stolen by Simmons. One-on-one fast break. Lobbed up there for Embiid. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Good job getting the ball and completing that play.
Oh, that'll make any coach happy. Aggressive defense, then changing ends quickly.
Now the pass to Jordan. The Nets working the ball around now. Griffin dishes to Jordan. Shot's good. Griffin making the play.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Simmons with it, and it's Harden picking him up 8 feet away. Simmons' shot is good. Simmons got 9.
They couldn't have asked for much more from him today. He's been a key force in their offense.
Harden against Simmons. Passes it to Irving. Beyond the arc. Nets with the new shot clock. Tries yet again. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
You see the cleverness of Irving on that play. Able to get his shot off despite getting wet.
So for the Nets, Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Blake Griffin. And it's Kevin Durant in for James Harden. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Dwight Howard, he's checked in for Joel Embiid. Tobias Harris comes in for Anthony Tolliver. Green, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And George Hills subbed in for Ben Simmons. Durant against Green. Durant down low. The shot, no good. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
So for the Nets, Luwawu Cabarrot, he's checked in for Joe Harris. And it's Brown in for Irving. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Milton's checked in. To the inside, Durant with the steal. In transition, here come the Nets. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
That's a play that only superstars make. I mean, Durant comes up with the swipe on one end and gets the finish on the other.
And drafted 42nd back in 2018 out of Miami, Bruce Brown has shown himself to be a rugged two-way guard.
Yeah, he's a second-round steal. Yeah, he competes at the defensive end of the floor, and the shooting numbers are trending in the right direction.
4 on the shot clock. Milton kicks to Hill for the 3. Howard, the pass to Harris. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
It's near impossible trying to match up with Howard's muscle. He makes scoring look easy, even though it's tough contact.
Pass to KD. To the paint. It's stolen by Green. And now the fast break. Hill with the ball. Now Howard. He has 6. Kicks it to Green. Back to Howard. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. The drive by KD. And that one, good. KD's got 4 points now in the quarter.
It's almost strange to see a player with Durant's height have that much speed on the drive. It gets him to the rim with ease.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Brooklyn ahead, up 2. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Oh, beautiful feed. Always a luxury to have a big man who can see the whole floor.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth, Anthony Tolliver out there with Howard. Then it's Green, then there's Hill, and it's Maxey in at the two-guard spot. Shoots from 12. Curry with the steal. Simmons inside, guarded by Harden. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
The Nets making a switch here. Griffin's checked in. Matisse Thybulle's checked in for the 76ers. Irving passes to Harden. Back to Irving. Shoots over Curry. Irving can't get it to go. 76ers shooting 61% from the field, showing some marvelous touch out there. Simmons can't get it to go. And so it's Harden bringing it up for Brooklyn. Here's Irving. And Embiid pulls it down. And here are the 76ers now. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets to take the lead. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, it's clear Simmons is a unique player. He's 6'10", a guard, pass the ball, move the ball, great vision. It's a no-brainer that he's been compared to Magic Johnson and LeBron.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Brooklyn trailing. Now, here is Harden. Pass to Griffin. Inside, Jordan. Shot's good. Griffin making the play.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
Yeah, you just want to keep fighting, you do your best, and you live with the results.
And Simmons kicks to Thibault. Right side Curry. And it's in there.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Yeah, it seems like whenever one team scores, the other comes right back with a bucket of its own.
And there's the pass to Griffin. To the middle. The kick out to Irving. Shoots over Curry. A nice shot by Irving.
Torch from mid-range. I mean, that's almost unmatched. I mean, Irving is dead eye from that range.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Griffin against Simmons. And he makes that one. And that's 15 points for Ben Simmons.
Rising to the challenge. This is where young players like Simmons need to make their mark.
And Seth Curry is going to pick up a foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Brooklyn making some changes. Kevin Durant comes in for Blake Griffin. And it's Luwawu Cabarrot in for Irving. Then for the 76ers, Howard comes in for Mike Scott. And Harris subbed in for Curry. Harden the pass to Jordan. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Jordan's got the game tied up here for Brooklyn.
A season that with lots of playoff experience, Jordan remains calm under pressure.
Simmons, the bounce pass. High post, Embiid. He's against Jordan. Embiid, no good. For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. It's Harden with the drive. Oh, and they take the lead. Harden's got his first bucket of the night.
As if there was any question, Harden with the big-time play.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Offensive rebound. Here's Embiid. Harris kicks to Simmons. A second chance effort. And the layup is good. Simmons got 10 points here in the second half.
Demonstrating how valuable he is in the clutch. Simmons is calm, cool, and collected in these moments.
Harden against Simmons. And the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant one foul.
And Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. Jeff Green, he's checked in for Harris. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Shake Milton, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. Here's Jordan. Good D by Embiid.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Here's Simmons. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
Here's Harden. Money!
When the game is up in the air, Harden delivers. Easy to understand why he is seen as one of the best players in the league.
This isn't a done deal yet, but they have got to move quick.
Well, you're right. Time is of the essence. You got to move.
Out to the right wing. Here's Embiid.
Very difficult to deal with this side. I mean, once Embiid gets the positioning he wants, you almost have to foul.
Good on the first, and that narrows the gap to 1. And Embiid drops them both.
As confident as it gets at the line. He wants to be up there in a tight ball game.
Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
And it's Harden slamming it down.
I mean, come on, man. Harden is ridiculously clever, including how he decides to posterize you. A superb athlete.
And the 76ers call time here. They're trailing by 2. Just 4 seconds left in the game. Guys, your thoughts?
I don't think they should be greedy here and think about a triple. With this much time left, I'd attack the basket, get a high percentage shot in tight, and take my chances in overtime.
And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Kyrie Irving.
And I love that it's been a hard-charging performance. Jump shots have been kind of an afterthought. His main goal has been to attack the rim and put the D in some tough spots and also finishing strong.
Misses there. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the... All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting matches. And hello again, everyone. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
They're missing a quality player. Injuries a big part of the game. They just got to make the adjustments.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday. And it's Lopez in at the center position. And for the Nets, DeAndre Jordan is out there with Griffin. Then it's Kyrie Irving. Then it's Harden. And it's Harris in at the small forward position. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That is his first foul of the game. Two terrific defenses tonight, Greg. They do it in a variety of ways. It's been hard for either team to score.
You know, strong on ball, in help, in transition, and both coaches doing such a great job of making the adjustments. And listen, the reality is defense still can be a factor in determining who wins and who loses.
And we're seeing it right before our eyes. And so the Milwaukee Bucks get the first points of the ballgame. Here's Griffin. Shakes him. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That's on Brook Lopez.
And Blake Griffin is just an incredible athlete, explosive and great balance and mobility, powerful. A big guy who can flat out throw it down, and he also can pass it too.
Now here is Holiday. About 1 minute into the first quarter.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets. DiVincenzo against Irving. And there's the call on Dante DiVincenzo. That is his first foul of the game. Irving with it. He's picked up by Lopez. The pass to Jordan. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Offense in the paint is what his coaching staff is looking for from Jordan.
The Bucks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Here's Yacht. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And watch out, you don't bring the whole basket down on top of you, young fella.
I don't think he ever wanted to let go of the rim.
Well, you got to make that moment last. Enjoy it for as long as you can.
Now here's Irving. Pass to Jordan. Here's Harden on the wing. Clock at 6. And a wide open look for Irving. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. The Bucks have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Here's Antetokounmpo. Banked in off the glass. Giannis has got his second basket of the game.
You know, you're going to have success when you can start out shooting 80% from the game. So early offensively, they've been great. That's the way you like to start.
Now here's Jordan. Left side Irving. The tray. Milwaukee with the rebound.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
The kick out to Antetokounmpo. No good with the triple. Nets trail by 4. And they're running. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Back to Lopez. In the corner, it's DiVincenzo. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing, guarded by Jordan. And that one's good by Lopez.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Here is Harden, following the basket by Brook Lopez. It's good.
And one of the things about Harden is he is incredible at scoring despite getting hit. I mean, astonishing to me how he maintains his focus on these shots.
Now here is Holiday. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. To the paint. Here's DiVincenzo. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 3 assists tonight. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his first foul. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. And then for Milwaukee, Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. Pat Connaughton comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Teague in for Drew Holiday. Here's Llewellyn. Nets passing it around. And the wide open shot from Green. That shot, no good. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. Connaughton passes to Antetokounmpo. Durant against Middleton. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Bucks leading by 6. Teague bounce pass. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Boy, he is so dangerous from this area, guys. Even when Giannis is defended tightly, he powers through it.
Outside, Green. Back to KD. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The Nets have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
Well, you look at Durant, and it's obvious he feels like he's got so much more to prove. I mean, he's as driven a player as you'll find in this league. That's part of his greatness.
And so it's Milwaukee with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
For me personally,
And for Giannis, Greg, the consistency from range has been a focal point.
The more accurate he is from outside, the wider the driving lanes become, making him nearly impossible to stop.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
And the other thing, though, is their execution in terms of their ball movement has been flawless. Sets up a lot of easy scoring opportunities.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor. All fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. Setting the floor for the Nets. Durant is out there with Green. Then there's Brown. And it's Luwawu in a shooting guard. And there's the foul. It's on Bobby Portis. That'll be his second foul of the game. It's Durant on the wing. Pass to Claxton. Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation. How the passion in New York is a pro sports city, Greg, is unquestioned. Talk about the pros and cons, though, of being a player in New York.
You know, the opportunity personally and professionally is immense, no doubt about it, but so is the media scrutiny. It can be very intense, and the fanaticism does make it hard to live a normal existence, and I think the guys who embrace being in a city like New York are the ones that typically are able to perform at the highest level.
So you can either thrive because of it or wilt because of it. It's just kind of what your personal preference is.
You called it, partner, and I have seen it happen both ways.
Oh, I bet. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That is his first foul of the game. Irving looking over the floor. From past the arc. A rebound by the Bucks. Giannis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Forbes can't get it to go. And so Griffin will bring it up for the Nets. It's a 5-point game. Here's Jordan. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Giannis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. T kicks to Portis. Giannis high post. Griffin's there.
Well, I love how fast Antetokounmpo gets to the basket. One of the most mobile guys in the game.
The Nets have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Harden the pass to Irving. Back to Harden. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 3 assists in the game.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Outside Teague. 5 to shoot. And Connaughton has it in the corner. Portis, the pass to Teague. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. A different look for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. Chris Middleton comes in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Bryn Forbes. Harden against T. Harden the pass to Harris. Back to Harden. Harris outside. Connects from three-point range. Now just a 2-point Milwaukee lead.
That's platinum level dime dropping right there by Harden. Such a smart passer. Gets us to his teammates on time and on target.
Giannis with it. He's picked up by Jordan. Bobbed up there for Lopez.
Outstanding execution. Good job working the ball inside.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. It's stolen by T. Here's the break. Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, tried it. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Now, Antetokounmpo, he's got 12. The kick out to Lopez. Back to Antetokounmpo. Shot clock at 3. And Griffin sends it back. And now the fast break. Irving with the ball. Quick shot there, and it's off target.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Nice job getting inside for the layup. Got the D thinking, jump shot, gave a little pump fake, and then off to the races.
Harden surveying the D. Over Teague. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. A tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He had 14 points. Thanks for joining.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Antetokounmpo in this one, he's been everywhere.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. They've got P.J. Tucker. He's out there with Chris Middleton. Brook Lopez is out there with Holiday. And it's Connaughton in at the 2 spot.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
Here's Tucker. Lopez passes to Holiday. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's Tucker. Trying to get open is Lopez. Great D that time from Durant.
And that corner 3, a cornerstone of P.J. Tucker's game. Takes and makes them as much as anybody in the league.
And Greg, how about this little factoid? Back at the University of Texas, he only shot 4 triples in 3 seasons. Floor spacing was not a part of his game. It was about getting that thing in the paint. But to his credit, and it's an example for all young players, through hard work, that short corner has become his bread and butter shot. Talk about a total transformation from no threes to being a dead-eye corner 3 shooter. Lopez not to be denied. Nice strong finish there.
Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. Here's KD, and KD throws it down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Holiday against Brown. Nets trail by 5. And here is Durant. He's got 5. Pass to Green. The basket good off the assist from Durant.
They found a nice groove in this half, starting out 3 for 4.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Holiday against Brown. Holiday dishes to Lopez. The pass to Tucker. Looks for Holiday. Gets it to him. And here is Lopez. Durant with the steal. For the finish. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
You know, guys are a little shaky when they're around Durant because defensively he's got long arms. He's active with his hands. And that's why he comes up with those steals.
Outside Holiday. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
A platoon swap here for Brooklyn. Whoa, what a finish!
Good. How about the flash by Antetokounmpo? I mean, just an insanely talented athlete who loves to punish that rim.
DiVincenzo against Irving. And the wide open shot from Griffin. So it looks like the Nets will retain possession here. Here is Harden. 1:39 left in the third quarter of the game. Just 5 to shoot. Lobs it up for Jordan. Throws down the alley-oop slam. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table. But in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, you know, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did.
Teague's ability to find the open man makes him one of the better passing point guards in the league.
There's 38 seconds left in the third. Here's DiVincenzo. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Teague's got his 3rd assist on the night. Irving against DiVincenzo. Irving passes to Harden. And here's Harris from the arc. It's rebounded by Portis. And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
There's the lob to the hoop.
Hey, and you know, really, Antetokounmpo could look to score every time, and sometimes that's necessary, but he's also good at recognizing when one of his teammates has a clean look.
The third quarter comes to a close. Bucks ahead, up by 5. 2K Sports back in a moment here in Brooklyn. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
For me, next to the big-time alley-oops and monster throwdowns, passes like that are probably the next best thing when it comes to sweet-looking NBA highlights.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Timeout called the Nets. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Brooklyn's head coach said to the team. He told his guys the inside game is working, so stick with it. That means posting, slashing, getting to the rim, whatever produces these high percentage looks. Kevin, back to you.
All right, thank you, David. They've got Green down out there with Luwawu, and it's Durant, and it's Claxton in at the 5 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Pass to Nora, back to Giannis. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
And they've done some nice work as we've come down the stretch here in the final quarter.
You can feel the sense of urgency they have to get this thing closed out as soon as possible.
Durant, the pass to Claxton. With the teardrop. That shot, no good.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
To the inside, Lopez. And Lopez throws it down.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Yeah, you get the sense that they're going to start stretching this lead out a little bit.
Pass to KD. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yeah, Durant and his teammates really in sync. I mean, helping each other out, facilitating for each other. That basket there, a real team effort.
Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Brown against Holiday. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And it's easy to see by Antetokounmpo's performance tonight. He can flat out dominate games at times.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
The Nets working the ball around now. They kick it out to Green. Passes it to Claxton. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist.
And they found the touch from the field here in the second half. It was a struggle in that first.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Holiday surveying the floor. And he converts the layup. Holiday's got the lead up to 9 now for the Bucks.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Durant for 3. The rebound by Holiday.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. They've got to have better shot selection.
And so Brown will bring it up for Brooklyn. Luwawu, the pass to KD. Good D by Lopez.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
And a new group in for the Nets. Jordan, he's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Joe Harris comes in for Kevin Durant. Kyrie Irving's checked in for Luwawu Cabarro. And it's Harden in for Bruce Brown. And Holiday kicks to Lopez. And the Bucks miss again.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
Irving, good.
You know, the threat of Irving's drive can open up looks for him from the perimeter, and he is a gifted scorer, folks.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Throws it up high, an emphatic alley-oop jam.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk.
Guys, I tell you, there are assists, and then there are delicious dimes. This was the latter.
Jordan with the bucket.
Jordan coming up big. His name is Cole, and he ups the ante and delivers.
DiVincenzo with it. Lobbed up there for Lopez. And that one really took the air out of this crowd.
Just like that. I mean, you could hear a pin drop in here.
Irving for three. But they recover it. And stolen by DiVincenzo. From downtown, it's not going to go for him. The Nets go the other way with it. Irving, good look. And the shot is long. Middleton looking it over. Milwaukee getting another chance here. It's stolen by Green.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yep, I'd agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
And Harris plays with such freedom and fearlessness. He's a guy you can count on to take and make big shots.
"17 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Outside Teague. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. No good on the three. And so the Bucks take the win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Good afternoon, everyone. We're about to get look at the 76ers starting group. Harris and Embiid together in the middle. Seth Curry is out there with Simmons, and it's Green in at the 3. And for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo, and it's Middleton in at the 3, the small forward. The 3, and Embiid pulls it down. And here's Embiid. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Here's Curry. Nice move, and it's good off the glass. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
Great positioning on the putback.
That's a battle down there. It's one of the reasons Lopez has been in this league for over a decade. Solid effort.
Simmons passes to Embiid. Outside Curry. Harris outside. Clock is at 3. Good, and Curry gets the assist.
Tobias Harris becoming better and better from that range.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. He lobs it up.
How about Drew Holiday? Unselfish, team-first player. Love that from the guard position.
Philadelphia with the ball. Simmons with it. There's the pass to Curry. A three-pointer off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
The wide open look here for Holiday.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
Outside Curry. Lobbed up there for Embiid.
Almost perfect in the game to start, 3 of 4.
The Bucks have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Simmons against Holiday. And stolen by Simmons. Green, the pass to Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
All that athleticism from Tobias Harris showing that time.
Pass to Middleton. He kicks to Lopez. This one for 3. And Simmons with the rebound. And so Simmons will bring it up for Philadelphia.
And you talk about the perfect veteran wing player. Danny Green's right at the top of that list. Solid defense, good shooter, and plays within himself.
Now here's Curry. Goes back up. 5 on the clock. And good. And it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. Bucks trail by 4. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Holiday. And it's blocked by Simmons.
How about the balance and body control? Simmons able to send that one packing. Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And Giannis throws it down.
Yeah, go ahead and get in front of that if you want to. Man, with a dunk by Giannis.
The 76ers leading by 4. And Greg, the experiences that Danny Green has had over the course of his terrific career, it's hard to match.
I mean, he's won multiple titles in his career, done so in different places with different types of teams. He's seen it all and knows what it takes to succeed.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Holiday. Good on the bucket.
Well, instead of flailing for a foul, Drew Holiday does not expect the call, maintains his focus, and gets that shot to go.
Now here's Curry. 6 points for him. Shoots over DiVincenzo. Curry can't get it to go.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Offensive rebound. Kicks it down to Middleton. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. The dish to Lopez. Back to Middleton. The 3. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Harris inside the line. He squares up and sinks it. Harris has got 6.
Pull-up jumper from Tobias, and he's feeling it. He likes to get to this shot.
And so the first quarter is in the books. 76ers on top. And earlier we checked in with Giannis Antetokounmpo, who had this to say about losing to the Raptors.
I think the most important lesson that I got is that
all part of the process of achieving greatness.
Yeah, and most guys have had to go through it. MJ, LeBron, leading a team to a championship rarely happens early on.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the 76ers, what are your thoughts?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
Yeah, they did a great job. Just the initial thrust of that attack, as soon as they got the ball, constantly in transition.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, Matisse Thybulle's out there with Howard. Then it's Shake Milton. Then there's Hill. And it's Korkmaz in at the 3 spot. Here's Connaughton. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague.
That's the kind of work you want your point guard to do. Sensational ball movement by Jeff Teague there to set up his man.
And the call will be against Jeff Teague. That's his first foul. Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Bucks. And Philadelphia also making a switch. Tolliver's checked in. On the wing, Milton. Passes it to Korkmaz. Back to Milton. Philadelphia moving the ball around. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Bucks trail by 4. And here is Teague. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Pass to Connaughton. He can't get that one to fall. And Philadelphia the other way now. And stolen by Jeff Teague.
Really impressive to see Jeff Teague really taking off there on that dunk.
Philadelphia shooting impressively throughout at 62%. Wilton the pass to Howard. And stolen by Portis. He nails it. And we're tied up. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. And the pass to Tolliver. Back to Milton. Not going to go that time. For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Antetokounmpo passes to Tucker. Here's Connaughton. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. The 76ers have gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Howard misses.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
That puts them in the lead. Tucker's got the lead up to 2 now for Milwaukee.
Yeah, it's been about the fast break. Been real kind to him here early, and they are clicking in transition.
Here's Milton. Will it go? A nice shot by Howard.
Yeah, not easy trying to keep Howard off the offensive boards. He excels at using his muscles and his size to get great positioning.
Now Teague. Pass to Portis. Back to Teague. Here's Connaughton. 6 on the shot clock. And he dunks it down.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Howard. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Yeah, I don't know how many times even Dwight Howard feels the contact down there, but it happens often. He converts despite it.
Now here's Teague. There's the lob to Portis.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Milton with it. 55 seconds left in the second quarter. Pass to Korkmaz. A putback. It's good on the putback.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
And here is Teague. Always going up for the alley-oop here. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Hill drives in. He feeds it to Howard. Jeff Teague with the rebound. And there's the call on Howard. That's his first foul. And it's the Bucks ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Holiday against Simmons. Holiday dishes to Giannis. Pass to Lopez. And Embiid with the steal. For three, Harris. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the... Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break. For third.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game. It's Milwaukee with the advantage at the half. They have a 2-point lead. Kenny, what's your... And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan stand.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Curry with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Lopez in at the 5. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. And Simmons slams it in. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. Here's Antetokounmpo. Good. Antetokounmpo's got it all tied up now for the Bucks.
So hard to stop down low. Giannis gets around the basket, and it feels like within 8 feet, he's going to dunk just about anything.
The pass to Harris. Plenty of space. Milwaukee with the rebound.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
Holiday finds DiVincenzo. A three-pointer, no good. 76ers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Curry wide open, not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
Okay, good game plan. Start the second half. 3 of 4 so far from the field.
Holiday looking for an opening. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
And that foot injury robbing Dante DiVincenzo of much of his rookie season. But in year 2, he had a nice bounce back.
One of the things, Greg, that I think is most important for any player at any level is any time that you're hurt, you still have an opportunity from the bench to pick up some of the nuances of the game. There's no doubt that Dante did that last year, and this year has stepped in and continued to contribute to this ball club.
Here's Simmons. From down in the low post, it goes. Simmons got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
I admire Simmons' ability inside. That's where he's an elite finisher.
And Holiday kicks to Giannis. He gets it in there. Antetokounmpo's got 4 this quarter.
His performance today has just been so important. What a luxury to have a guy that's that dependable.
1:58 left in the 3rd. Curry passes to Embiid over Lopez. Embiid, no good. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. Trying to get open is Lopez. And it's blocked by Simmons. Fast break, Philadelphia. The finish. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
And you've got to admire the toughness that Embiid plays with. He doesn't let fouls stop him from scoring.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Bobby Portis is checked in for Lopez. P.J. Tucker comes in for Antetokounmpo. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. And then for Philadelphia, Korkmaz comes in for Danny Green. And Maxey's subbed in for Curry. And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. A different look for Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Chris Middleton. And it's Teagan for Bryn Forbes. Dwight Howard's checked in for Philadelphia. Tolliver comes in for Harris. Here's Connaughton. Excellent D from Howard. Philadelphia leading by 3. Stolen by Tucker. Left side, Antetokounmpo. And Portis throws it down.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Here's Simmons. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. Simmons got 8.
Yeah, guys, you really can't say enough about Simmons. Bouncing off defenders like it's nothing on his way to the basket. Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
The Bucks shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
Yeah, last year, collectively, only 74% from the line.
Hill, he's checked in for Simmons.
A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Hill passes to Howard. It's back to Hill. Shot clock at 6. Lobbed up there for Howard.
Hard to stay with Dwight Howard in the screen and roll situations, and he's also adept at reading the slip situations.
Bucks trail by 3. The shot and game clock separated by 4. Here's T. 6 points for him. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Hammers the alley-oop through. There's 14 seconds left to play here in the third. Hill passes to Korkmaz. It's Hill on the wing. Over Teague. No good on the last second attempt there. And so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for Philadelphia. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And so it's Milwaukee with it. They trail by 1. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth. They've got House. Shake Milton is out there with Matisse Thybulle. Then there's Maxey. And it's Hill in at point guard. DiVincenzo passes to Connaughton. Up high to stop the alley-oop. Well, as we move into the fourth, it's been an even game.
Guys, teams have exchanged the lead 5 times thus far.
Now, Milton. Now, here's Maxey. Lays it up and banks it in. Maxey's got his first points of the night.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Well, I hope there's one player on that team out there that has interest in winning this game. Right now, it doesn't look to be one.
DiVincenzo passes to Connaughton. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And the definition of teamwork right there on that alley-oop.
And Greg, what about the finish? Bringing it down with some thunder. Yeah. Hilton the pass to Maxey. Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. Mike Scott's checked in for Philadelphia. Milwaukee in the lead. Holiday with it. Aston Morrow. And the call. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands. as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers talking to the team. This is a close game, as you know, and he sounded extremely confident. He told the players, don't let up now, fellas. This is when we make our move, right now. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid.
Now, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
And here's Giannis. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Mora can't get it to go.
And what should have been a simple pass.
Oh, that was something else.
Yeah, whenever Simmons gets a chance to show off his insane jumping skills, he sees it.
That's good from Simmons. The Bucks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. There's the lob at Kumbo, an emphatic alley-oop jam.
Yeah, you could throw that pass just about anywhere, even the top of the square for Giannis to go and get.
Here's Simmons. Outside, Green. Kicks to Curry. Embiid, the pass to Simmons. Shot clock at 5. Here's Curry. That's good. Basket number 5 on a 5 for 8 night shooting.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Middleton right side. No good from the wing. 76ers have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. And Curry has it in the corner. To take the lead. No good that time. And Milwaukee the other way now. And there's the call on Curry. That's his first foul. Milwaukee making a switch. DiVincenzo's checked in. 1:30 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Now, Antetokounmpo. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
A great floor awareness says that Antetokounmpo has a sense for when the D has overcommitted or shifted his way, and then he finds where his teammate is open on the floor.
Simmons. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
And when the game is tight, Simmons rises to the occasion, effortlessly capitalizing when his team desperately needs him to.
Holiday against Simmons. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. Just 5 on the clock. It's hauled in by Harris. A lot is on the line here.
Crowd is so focused.
For the finish, money!
The nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
32 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Throws it up high. DiVincenzo can't hit it. And here's Curry, who brings it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Green kicks to Simmons. Passes to Curry. Puts it up from 15. Embiid. And Embiid is right there.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They trail by 4. 5 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And I'm sure the coach is telling them it ain't over till it's over. Yeah, but I don't know.
Five seconds left in the fourth quarter. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
76ers ball.
So it's Philadelphia taking the W in a close one here. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really... Up next. Well, the weekend obviously isn't short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Compensating for the absence of a key player can be difficult, but they've got to hold strong.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Harden out there with Irving. Then it's Jordan. Then there's Griffin. And it's Harris in at the small forward. And for the 76ers, Embiid is out there with Anthony Tolliver. Then it's Simmons. And it's Green. And it's Curry in at the two-guard position. The offensive rebound. And the foul on Joe Harris. That's his first foul. And Joe Harris, the lethal shooter, he can also be a threat in the pick-and-roll game.
Yeah, Harris does a great job reading what a defense is giving. He's more than just a catch-and-shoot type of player. Harris can hit shots on the move and isn't afraid to go at defenders.
How quickly Kyrie squares up so quickly after a dribble, even on pull-ups. That is difficult to guard.
Outside, Simmons. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Out left to the wing. 6 to shoot. Embiid kicks to Simmons. Back to Embiid. Shoots over Griffin. And Simmons is right there.
Intent on keeping that possession alive. Simmons uses his height to his advantage.
Harden outside. And Harden with the stuff.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
Here's Embiid after the basket by Brooklyn. And the dunk by Embiid.
And check out Embiid's athleticism. Just because he's big doesn't mean he can't move.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Nobody near Irving. It's hauled in by Tolliver.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
I think expect them to go back to it because that's the kind of shot this offense is designed to generate.
And when Simmons is inside, forget about it. He uses his skill and smarts to take advantage.
Harden the pass to Griffin. He dishes it to Jordan. The kick out to Irving. Lets it go with a three. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Here's Curry. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are two guys that still are very reliable.
Here's Irving after the made shot from Joel Embiid. Outside Jordan, Curry with the steal. And now Philadelphia on the break. Curry's got the ball, and they pick up two.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Nets trail by 6. 1:10 left here in the first quarter. Harden kicks to Irving. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
Well, this is one of the best in the league at converting off contact. What body control by Kyrie Irving.
Now Embiid. Lock at 6. Curry attacking, and he banks in the layup. Curry's got 6.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Irving passes to Griffin. Unloads from 13. Doesn't go for him. And Philadelphia the other way now. Here's Simmons. Harden grabs the miss.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Feeds it to Griffin. And finished off by Griffin.
Oh, my word. I shouldn't be amazed anymore when Griffin pulls off a dunk like that, but I always seem to be. The man has some unreal moves above the rim.
And we reached the end of the first quarter. 76ers. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the 76ers, what are your thoughts?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
We've got Matisse Thybulle. Shake Milton is out there with Hill. Then there's Howard. And it's Korkmaz in at the 3, the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Brown dishes to KD. Back to Brown. Pass to Durant. And the call will be against George Hill. That is his first foul of the game. On defense, Philadelphia. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. Brown against Hill. Here's Claxton. Hangs in the air. It's good. Claxton's got his first points in this one.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Brown against Hill. For 3. A shot by Milton, no good. Nets trail by 4. Here's Durant. Claxton controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
I tell you what, he was on a mission on that possession. Did not stop working until he got it up and in.
Hill deciding where to go with it. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Now, George Hill forces the action inside. Terrific control in the paint, and he earns the call thanks to his aggressiveness.
The 76ers shooting their first free throws here tonight.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Maxey's checked in for Philadelphia. James Harden, he's checked in for Brooklyn. The 76ers shooting has been brilliant in this game, 67% from the floor.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
And Korkmaz, the Turkish guard, taken at the end of the first round in 2016. Spent a year overseas before joining the NBA and didn't play much early on. But last season he showed he's a starting caliber player. Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And Brooklyn making a change here. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Griffin comes in for Jeff Green. Harris is checked in for Kevin Durant. And Kyrie Irving subbed in for Brown. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Hill has the open look from outside off the mark. And with Korkmaz standing 6'7", Greg, there's a lot to like.
And his size can be a huge advantage in certain matchups, Kevin. Great wingspan, also lets him grab a fair amount of steals. Has worked hard to get where he is and still showing room to grow.
Thibault, the pass to Maxey. Back to Thibault. Here's Korkmaz. And he finishes it off with a one-handed jam.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
And it's a completely new group here for Philadelphia. Harden the pass to Jordan. In the corner, it's Harris. Outside for Griffin. Outside Irving. Over Green. Second shot opportunity. Jordan. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Harris.
Well, DeAndre Jordan making his presence felt at the offensive end. Nice.
And DeAndre Jordan, not the same impact center he once was, but he's done a great job of acting as a leader for this team.
Well, you think about DeAndre Jordan's career, Greg, and over the course of time, he's played a number of different roles. What you like about what he did this past season is, even though in a changing role, he still tried to make an impact. That's called being a teammate.
Here's Durant. Tries again, and it's good on the way in.
Well, how about the persistence of KD? He knows he has the size and the reach to keep those possessions alive.
Simmons looking around. And Luau Cabarro is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. On defense, the Nets. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. The drive by Simmons. Good work there as it goes.
And really, Simmons is nearly impossible to contain when he's sprinting to the hoop. An athletic behemoth who causes defenders fits.
Passes it to Brown. Down low. It's stolen by Green. It's a 4-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Simmons. Good, and Curry gets the assist. And it's a 6-point Philadelphia lead.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's KD. Here's the three. And that one is off. And that concludes the first half. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball. Follow.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. They had a 4-point advantage at the end. Thanks for joining.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Ben Simmons really making a difference here.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
So for Brooklyn now, Luwawu is out there with Brown, and it's Durant, and there's Green, and it's Claxton, and at the center. And that one drops for him. Simmons got the lead up to 8 now for Philadelphia. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental, and I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that that ability to play in space is so vital.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Hill kicks to Harris. Pulls from the top of the key. Rebounded by the Nets.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Here's Harden. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And Harden's such a creative scorer, especially when he gets in close to the basket.
Outside Hill. Pass to Milton. That one goes in. Milton's got his first 2 points.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
And here's Irving. He has 6. It's Harden with the drive.
And once Harden has momentum behind him, watch out. I love seeing the beard flush it down there with some power.
Milton the pass to Hill. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. From deep. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the 76ers lead by 6.
His entire career, Dwight Howard has been an absolute force on the glass. Nice finish.
Here's Griffin. Rebounded by Howard. And there's the call on DeAndre Jordan. That's his first foul. Some changes for Philadelphia. Anthony Tolliver. He's checked in for Harris. Matisse Thybulle comes in for Korkmaz. And Maxey subbed in for Hill. And the Nets also making a change. Claxton's checked in. And Howard with the stuff.
That's about communication between teammates. Dwight Howard, high flying as ever.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Harden outside. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That's his first foul. Irving for 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Tolliver's got 5 rebounds tonight. On the wing, Milton, covered by Irving. The pass to Maxey. Cuts it 5 from 18. That shot misses. So Brooklyn will take it the other way. Oh, the lob to Irving. And stolen by Thibault. Now the 76ers on the break. Oh, and the dunk by Howard.
The ability of Dwight Howard to sprint the floor in transition. Such a good job putting pressure at the rim.
Outside Irving. And the foul on Harden. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the 76ers with some changes. Joel Embiid comes in for Dwight Howard. And Simmons subbed in for Shake Milton. And then for Brooklyn, Green, he's checked in for Griffin. Durant comes in for Harris. And it's Brown in for James Harden. Durant down low. Defended by Thibault. There's Green with the 3. And again, no good by Brooklyn. It's his first trip to the line.
Shooting for Philadelphia, Ben Simmons.
He's off on the first.
The 2018 Rookie of the Year, Simmons' NBA career got off to a great start, and he's only continued to improve.
Scotty's checked in for Anthony Tolliver. And the Nets making a change here as well. Luwawu Cabarrot, he's checked in for Kyrie Irving. Luwawu, the pass to Claxton. An easy 2 points on the layup. Claxton's got 4 points now in the quarter.
You know, one thing that has stood out tonight is his scoring. You know, he's kept attacking even when they've been trailing.
Thibault finds Embiid. Thibault with the ball. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And Embiid throws it down.
Hard to imagine a much better target on the alley-oop than Embiid. Get the lob anywhere in his vicinity, and you might wind up on a highlight reel.
Outside, KD. With 4 seconds on the clock. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
Well, drop the hammer, KD. How confident is this guy at the cup?
No good that time. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. 76ers lead by... The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Nets trail by 9. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. So on the floor for Philadelphia, we've got Maxey. Matisse Thybulle's out there with Anthony Tolliver. Then it's Simmons. And it's Embiid in at the 5 down low. Here's Irving on the money from 12 feet away.
Well, sometimes it's about shot selection. And Kyrie Irving finds the weakness in the defense consistently.
Now here's Simmons. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving. That's his first foul. Some changes for Philadelphia. Harris is checked in for Tolliver. Green comes in for Matisse Thybulle. And Curry subbed in for Maxey. And a new group in for the Nets. DeAndre Jordan's checked in for Nicholas Claxton. Griffin comes in for Jeff Green. Joe Harris is checked in for Kevin Durant. And it's Harden in for Brown. Irving passes to Griffin. Some solid defense from Harris. Philadelphia leading by 9. Curry dishes to Simmons. Back to Curry. It's up a 3. The basket good off the assist from Simmons. Curry's got 5 points now in the quarter.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Irving from long range. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Here's Harris. And slam dunk by Harris.
And really that driving lane exists in part because of Harris's ability to be a sharpshooter from deep.
Harden kicks to Irving. And the Nets miss again.
Well, terrific defense. They obviously respect his ability and just want to make it tough.
And Embiid throws it down. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue. And quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting. You know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us, went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV someday. We saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about.
Outside, Simmons. For three, Harris. Jordan with the rebound. And it's Harden with the ball for the Nets. It's a 16-point game. Puts it up from 12. Nice jump shot. Good. Irving's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Oh, guys, there are not many strokes more pure than that of Kyrie Irving's.
Outside Curry. Lobbed up there for Embiid. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Irving for three. Tries to save it, and it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Harris against Griffin. Here's Embiid. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for the 76ers.
Their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high-percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for Joel Embiid.
I think it would be impossible to overstate the influence he had on this basketball game. He was the centerpiece of what they did on the offensive end and the anchor of their defense. That's as complete a performance as we've seen.
Pass to Embiid. Five to shoot from outside the arc. Kyrie Irving with the rebound. So it's Brooklyn now. They trail by 11. From deep, Harden. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. Simmons against Harris. Simmons passes to Harris. Now Curry. On deep. They get it back.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
Harris dishes to Jordan. Back to Harris. Outside Irving. Fires the three. The shot, no good. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for...